Hi Aries, how are you? I've tried to start your video, I don't know how many times, and it had me just in a giggly sense. So I said, why not? We're going to start it. We're going to look at who you're dealing with, maybe a direction, possible sign they are, if there was a lesson in between, what they may want to say to you, and then a smaller aspect and some advice and clarifiers. Okay, so let's get started with some ancient energy. We'll look at that to see what your energy is and theirs, okay? So this is for our lovely Aries, okay? Well, it's something that you released, which feels good because it's a lighter energy, and I feel that with you guys, so that's really good. And there's a dream, maybe this person is thinking about you, hoping, wishing well, I would think. Let's see one more energy for that ancient energy. What did Aries release? Wow. So an intuitional pull, maybe something you were thinking about. Maybe there's something in a direction that you're being pulled to, but you kind of are pleased with it, but you know it has to happen. It's a weird energy I just got with that. There was a pull to an opposite direction. Maybe it was ancestors around you. Maybe you're being pulled to use an intuition in a family matter. Let's see. Well, maybe there's a movement coming that they're waiting for because there's an adventure. Maybe they're headed off somewhere, whoever you're dealing with. Or this could be an adventure together. You're trying to use your intuition on something. What's the energy between them? What's the energy between Aries and what this energy is, please? What's the energy between them? Okay. Well, I went to your side. Are you discerned with something? Is there no movement in a situation? Something there was a lot of discernment with it. You used your intuition. Your intuition's upright. Your intention is to just move forward, to let it go. There's a new adventure with them. They're very protected. This could be a new energy. You understand that they're going on an adventure, and you understand their dreamlike state. So this person's a little wishy. What is this adventure for whoever Aries is dealing with? Well, they're healing. So you kind of understand, people have to go through something. Let's look at that lesson right there with these ruins cards that I made, okay? hmm There's a harvest, of course. So, I see that the time is present, but there's a disruption. There's something stopping this between both of you. For you releasing something and them healing something. There is a disruption. This was a fated journey for, I guess, that to be relieved in a way, and or healed, and or moved. There's a lot of discernment with this. This has been maybe going on for a long time. Okay, so Aries, hang tight. I know you want to release it. They want to heal from it too. So there's one more. Actually, these two stuck together, so I'm going to take these. There's change in each other. Okay, there's self, and there's an ending to something. Something wasn't protected, something just went off the handle. I think that was you, Aries, because you have the discernment. hmm You're ready to move forward for yourself. What has changed and ended right there? And we're going to use the other energy that Aries is dealing with, please. Can I have one for that? Well, they're not happy with it. They're not looking at the potential of this right now. Maybe there's something they have to heal themselves with. Maybe there was something of they're discerned about what you're going to release. Will it interfere with what their adventure is? Will it interfere with what their dreams were? You were trying to protect a journey. There was a discernment. You had a hard journey, whoever this Aries is for. There's a lot of constraints that you had to work through, a lot of barriers, but you're very strong. I want to say that. Can I have one more for that? Yeah. There was a lot of disruption in your path that you had to look at within yourself, within each other. I want to say that. One more for that gift. What was that gift that the other person was dealing with? Well, they had to learn something. They had to see a breakthrough. Maybe you're waiting for them to break through something. They're hurt, but you also know they're strong. So whoever you're dealing with, there's a separation right there. Let's see what sign this might be. And then we get a smaller aspect too, what they want to say to you, and then we'll get a small look at tarot. This is for your journey, they said. Wow. You know, there's a Virgo or something that you wanted to release, or something that you were grabbing in your journey. You kind of used your intuition with something. You knew something was a constraint for you. You really wanted to get through this. You wanted it to end for yourself. It might have been a daily routine or something that was fighting against the grain. You kind of notice this. So you're slowly but surely releasing something. Maybe something is blocking something. There's a warrior energy between both of you as well. I feel that. Let's see what the other sign that might came out, who they're dealing with. Oh, Libra. So a Libra also reflects as a balancing of energies, okay? A balancing of an equal give and take, a balancing of movement, of what to grab, of what to hold on to. This seems to whoever you're dealing with, you know, has healed a lot with you, has helped you balance, you know, has helped you. I think there's been a growth inside each of you, but there's also been something that's hurt. I think you're more hurt than they are at this moment, but for a lot of other reasons. And there might be a Leo involved. And I think they know that. There's a link to something that hurt, that warrior energy here. It was something that you tried to grab. It was a discernment that you had to really push through. I want to get an energy of what that is with that disruption. I want to see what they have to say for Aries, what that disruption is. Well, something wasn't a victory. You know, it really wasn't. There was no communication. You know, there was not knowing what to do with something of an energy. You know, the swords hurt. You know, there was discernment with these swords. You had a lot of discernment, maybe with a Leo, maybe with a Virgo, maybe with a Libra. Okay. There's a warrior here as well. Maybe within yourself, there was a breakthrough through a separation. You knew this is why there had to be a separation. You know, whoever this is, for Aries, there's a new beginning coming there, and it's how you're handling that pain, what you learned through that pain, what changed, what ended, what constrained that pain. There was a lot of verbal expression there, okay, that you weren't resting with. You let it rip. You know, if you're an Aries, you're going to release it. You really are cutting through. There's something that you want. There's something that you want. You want a truth. You want a balance. You know, you want an equal give and take. There's something there here. Yeah. There was no movement with a broken heart for a minute. It was a disruption. But you managed to hold that, really cut through it. Like you really found clarity. So looking for that truth. You knew some kind of truth had to come out. You knew there had to be something that had to be done. Could have been with a Leo or a Link family. Of course, Leo is an energy. Could have been a Virgo as well. All right, I do feel Sagittarius here as well. I feel the Sag with the Libra energy. It could be Gemini or another air sign too. Let's see what else is coming out prominently here. What wasn't this victory? Why has there been a pent-up energy to this discernment? Well, it's been on your mind for a minute. You want to make a decision. It's a message about a child, maybe that you're far from or you're looking for. You know, you're waiting patiently. You know, it's something that you worked on hard, you thought about hard to fix a problem. So it may have been a tower moment that you were juggling for a minute. Hmm. Yeah, you think about it often. But you're thinking about a different movement right here. Why I say that? Because you released that discernment. You figured the wheel wasn't going there anymore. You really did. You found a way. You rushed to something. You're rushing to something. Right? There's something that you're rushing to because you realized a wheel. You realized this disruption. You realized a constraint. You cut right through it, holding that Queen of Swords. You might be looking at justice right there because that's on the board, the discernment of that. You're looking to just give up on something, you know. You know there's a discernment there, but you're weighing this just constraint. Is it worth it? Should I move? Is it going to be beneficial to me? There's love there with this movement. Love seems to overwin this constraint. That's what you lead with, love, Aries. It's quite beautiful. Why is there no victory here? The other person is not looking at it, like I said, you know, that they're not seeing this tower. So there's the tower moment that maybe just coming in, maybe they're going through it now. They feel, you know, there's been no victory. There's just energy. There's a tower here. Maybe they're wounded because they have the warrior over here. So they're going through it. So give them time because everything has to be looked at. They're going to gain that strength. Both of you are in this. Let's see what this energy is together. What's the energy together with this? The dreams, you know, cutting through to get to the bottom of where your direction wants to go. This person is very intellectual, very sharp, wants to move forward, you know, will handle, is ready for disruption. Maybe you are waiting for that. You know, don't watch your manifestation and maybe they want you to release that. You figure it out because here you are in your own reading. So you're coming through as this King of Wands, you know, this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Clarity, you know, what you really want to do, where you're very strong. Strength is right there at the bottom here. Look, Strength was the next card. But you also release the possessiveness. You cut a cuff. You release something. And maybe this person didn't think that you ever would. And you found self, you had to stick up for something for yourself. I feel that, yeah. And you're looking for love. Love just might be coming to you, you don't know it. And that's so nice because you're ready for it too, but you don't know it. So that's usually when it happens, right? They're holding a burden, you know, they're getting ready to put a burden down. They're getting ready to look at a different perception, you know, maybe having to go through with it. Let's look. If you were going to say something to them, what would it be? If they were going to say something, maybe hopefully it won't be so rigid, or maybe you're looking at that's disruption. Maybe Aries came rigid, and maybe Aries is looking at it, saying maybe I bring the love in, or more understanding, compassion is here. It's at the beginning stages, but Aries, you're ready for a journey. What would you say to this other person? What would you say? You got a friend in me. So, you know, Aries are known to be loyal. So, of course, that's going to come out. But how beautiful is that? You know, through the thick and the thin, you know, stableness with that number 4. You know, you're also stable. You know, you want to tell them you can lean on me in a way. Let's see. Yeah, and that you miss them, you know. Maybe there's a separation, this energy, you know, the 4 of Swords. Maybe there's a possibility that the resting in conversation will come to, but it will just have more compassion. You know, all in all, you know, you feel like, Aries, I'll always protect you, you know, in Journey, I love you. It's like a we, not just me. Why do you think that? It is a we, it's not just me. You want them to notice something about that. Maybe they don't. They feel it's a burden, your relationship, and you're questioning why because you love them. You know, so you release something that you were feeling with them, and you accepted something, and you move forward, Aries. I want to say that whoever this is for. Okay, what could they say to you? Is the top one. They wish you enough, you know. They wish you enough. You know, maybe they had enough with something. They wish something would stop, you know, because it's a burden there. But they wish the best for you, Aries. And they feel lost without you. They're just not saying nothing. And then there's one more here. And they don't think you're being reasonable. Can I have one more on their side, please? One more on their side. Why they're not being reasonable? Well, maybe apologies have to be there. You know, maybe they know you're not being reasonable. They know you came, you know, released a protection. They almost forgive you because you protect them. They understand that. They understand there's a discernment there in yourself that had to end and it also had to heal. Healing is on the board. This is for both people. It's a very strong relationship, and I feel that, you know. Top card, but I think you're both a little nervous. You're both nervous. You're both nervous. There's forgiving on the board here. There's compassion. Like I said, it's at the early stages. What's the advice here from the universe that we can give them in a direction change? They said, listen, there might be some judicial system, or there might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Libra's on that side you might be dealing with. Gemini as well is on the board as well. There's Scorpio here and a Sag. So listen, there has to be commitment from both parties here. You're both nervous going into the unknown. You know, there's been a lot of change. A lot of quarantine has done this to a lot of people, Aries, not only you. All right, there's been a lot of change in directions. Okay, so, but they're there for a reason because something had to give here, right? There has to be a flow of energy. There has to be commitment between all of you to have this emotional movement, right? But you're losing encouragement to do so. You think about the direction to forgive. You know, this person does too. This person does too. But the healing has to happen for you to come forward. And then you both got field of dreams. So there's something that you both wish for, but you're just stubborn. I'm not gonna, you're waiting for each other to lead this. Is that right? Yeah. You're waiting for one to say yes, ring that bell. Ding, 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 ding. Here, I'll ring it for one of you. For both of you. And then for something beautiful. Because actually, it's so much distortion of if just a little change in something, the fact that you miss each other, the fact that you feel lost, the fact that you really wish each other what you're wishing your friendship would be there. You're wishing for to believe in each other. It's right here on the board. There's a we or me here, but you're both very nervous. And there's really not reasonable expectations. Maybe you're thinking of how a reaction should look instead of how it feels. There's a rock bottom here. And you know, this is what had to happen, that tower, that rock bottom. There had to be a forgiveness because how can anything move forward? It's up to you guys. And there's a home energy. This could be family you're dealing with. There's a home energy. There's also a change in the direction of maybe business there too. You're looking at different perceptions, you know, in a direction, or maybe you're trying to find a partner of some sort. I don't know, Aries. I feel that too. Yeah, but slow and steadily, you found it yourself. You really do, because you're very intelligent here, whoever this Aries is for. If they're holding that Queen of Swords, you also came out as the Queen of Wands. So you're very intelligent. You are very loyal friends, you know. You're also a force to be reckoned with, too. So I think that's his little nervousness because of that, because Aries comes forthright. And I know I'm an Aries, so I do. But there's a slowing up of an energy here because you're really thinking about changing direction. There's quick movement here with that Queen of Swords, but there's also quick defense with that Queen of Wands. But they know what they want, their action, they get her done. So you're like taking it. Okay, if this is the way I have to do it, you already have another plan. So whatever it is, Aries, that could be a different message, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna get you an ancestor energy on that. What is that? Is Aries headed in the right direction? Oh, was that ready to come right out, huh? So, yes, trust in yourself. There's a beautiful growth inside you. You know, you're really finding that trust in you. You're finding that friend inside you as well. And I think the other person is noticing that. They're looking from afar. You know, because I think you want them to realize that they miss you. You know, maybe there's a desert feeling between both of you. You know, but there's also a good beginning coming from this solitude. A lot is coming forth to a lot of people, not just Aries in this. We all know it. We've been hearing it. But there's also following your own guide. You know, to follow, letting yourself be that guide. So there's something that's bringing you back in, you know, to maybe open your heart. Families there, homes there, a spark, a fire. There's still a spark between two people here. There's still a spark of love here. If you just went on that, because if this was separated and there's a feeling lost and I miss you right here, the desert, the rock bottom, you know, the going through the solitude here to look at the self. You know, we all done that in a hole. And Aries is loyal. So whoever this Aries is, you really went through it. You really looked at yourself. You feel lighter. There's a new energy coming in. 2021 is going to be great for you because I can feel it now. I just want to let you know that. You're a little nervous, though. You're a little nervous about Leo. You're a little nervous with a link of some sort. You're a little nervous about an unknown fear that you're not saying nothing. And there's that unknown ruin. And I knew that was going to come out for you. But that's what's unique about you, Aries. One more for them. Huh, that's what's unique. You possess that uniqueness in you. I want to let you know that there's a uniqueness in you that maybe you thought you were losing, and Aries won't do that. They'll go back and they'll find that strength again to deal with it. They'll always say, in a way, you know, like suck it in. You can handle this. You have the strength to move forward no matter what it is, and you're holding that energy. You're holding that Mars energy. I could feel that, you know, where you're not as dreamy. You know, there's a dreamy energy that you don't even want to be bothered with. You want a sound footing. You know, I feel an extra push with you, Aries, and that's why you have journey starting here. There's nothing, you know that the road's not easy, but you almost take it as a challenge. And that's what an Aries does, you know, they're the first ones out. So you're on point, Aries. And you know, whoever you're dealing with, they love you. You're both nervous. You know, let go of the ego, the possessiveness of the situation, whatever it might be. Let go of the ending so a beginning can come. Take those nerves, breathe them out. You know, just keep saying, I'm going to move forward for my greatest good and for those around me with good integrity. And that should keep working, you know, to keep you more focused. So you're more focused. I like that. All right, take care, Aries. See you soon.